So hello, welcome back to another video. Now this weekend we're going to be fishing and taking part in the Gbass festival. Now this started on Thursday evening, which was last night, and it runs until Monday evening, I think until about 8 o'clock. Now it's very simple, go out, fish for bass, you can use lures, baits, whatever. I'm going to be doing it from ashore, but there's also a boat section as well. It's catch, measure, photo, release. Now Gbass, the club over here, they always support catch and release fishing throughout the whole entire year. That's why this competition is a measure, so there's no weights involved. It goes by length. Obviously longest fish wins, and then releasing it back into the sea as well. So last night I actually went out. As you can see behind me, it's quite sunny today. Last night it was horrible. Pissing down, by the way. It was bloody horrible. I did a bit of bait fishing last night, went to one mark and I fished for about 3 hours and I didn't have a single sniff. The conditions were pretty good, the tides were really big. I was expecting something to happen, but literally nothing, not even a bite. So this afternoon, I'm heading to a mark in about an hour's time. I'm going to be fishing the low water. I'm going to go with my brother and we're going to be casting some lures. This evening, I'm not entirely sure what my plan is yet, but I'll be out again. Again, it's big tides. We've got big 10-meter highs today. I think the low this afternoon is a 0.6. So really, really good tides, a lot of movement in the water. The only thing with big tides like this is you don't get long in certain spots. You're talking 20, 25 minutes before the tide rushes out or rushes back in again. So yeah, that's the plan for the weekend. I'm hoping to make a video of it. I mean, I'm not going to bother putting a video up if it doesn't contain any fish, but hopefully we catch something. The minimum size, I can tell you, it's either 52 or 54. 52 centimeters. So 52 centimeters is the minimum size to enter a fish. And then obviously anything over that is a bonus. So yeah, that's the plan of attack for this weekend. It's currently Friday now, so we've got until Monday evening. I'm working a bit over the weekend, so I'm a bit limited on time when I can go out, but I'm going to get out whenever I can. Maybe do a late night on a Sunday or something like that. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we get into some fish. I'll see you at the next spot. Oh, it's liking the tide though, eh? Oh, it's going this way. Oh no, don't go behind that bobber. Oh mate, it could be alright. It's hard to tell. That's alright. That's a 50. Okay, chill. So there we are. First bass down. Nope. What we got? Right, off you go, buddy. Oh, I need to just pull it in this way. I don't know if it's just because it's against the tide. Probably is. Whoa! Oh, mate. That's short again. Boom.
Bigger lures doing the business, eh?
That's a nice fish. Can you just take a photo of this? Is that right?
Oh, right, yeah.
35.
It's a 59.
Right, so I've taken a picture of this bass, but I'll get it on film as well, just to show. That's my number, 35. We got 59. 59 centimetre, that's a lovely bass that. Bit of a chunk. Oh, these rocks are deadly, so I'm just gonna take a look at that. Fatty. Just gonna drop him back down. Boom.
What a snag, that's quite a heavy take. Oh.
Oh yeah. fish though. Come on, we're getting into him. Oh my god, that was a weird take. So weird, right? Because they're hitting surface lures from below. There's no swirl, eh? Do not go near that bobber. Not bad. Smaller. Yeah, smaller. Still not bad though. Come on, baby.
They're all good size, mate. Well, they must be bigger fish, but that's
That could be another measurer.
yeah.
Woohoo! The old Samson long cast and the Pachinko 165 is definitely out fishing anything else.
That's 3 and a nice bit of change for sure.
Well, this is the first time I've put this camera on. Ah, my brother's in. These are some feisty fish. This is number 3 for me. I'm just going to measure this one. But I'm guessing that's a 52, 53. There you go. 55. Beautiful. Right. It's fish galore. The old Samson long cast is definitely helping with range today. Mine's still down here in the weed. You can see its tail. He'll find its way out there. So we're out of here. Big tides means you don't get long in one spot. We got to cross the gully to get back. How many fish you had? 5? My brother's had 5. Biggest was 50. Yeah, and then I've had 3. I think it was 52, 59, 55. So 3 bass to enter. On to the next spot. So hello and welcome back. Now it's the day after. It's currently Saturday today. After my session yesterday afternoon with my brother, I didn't actually end up going out in the evening. Today I've come out to give it a go on the lures for a bit throughout this afternoon, and then I'm going to be going out this evening as well with somebody, and we'll be fishing lures again. So I'm more hopeful about this evening. As you can see behind me, it's baking hot today, flat calm. We've got a very slight sort of onshore wind, but it's really nothing major. I did bring the Samson long cast with me because I was actually expecting it to be a little windier, but it's more than a good thing, because I'm going to be able to fire out a lure and get that distance on there and hopefully connect to a fish today. Now as it currently stands, I had 3 fish yesterday. One was 52, one was 55, and one was 58 centimeters. The 58 centimeter is currently in 3rd place, so yeah, pretty happy about that, although it ain't gonna last long. 58 centimeters, not a big fish. There's gonna be plenty more caught from now until Monday evening, so for the time being it's in there, but yeah, we're after something a little bit bigger. So I'm going to start with the top water lure this afternoon, and I'm just going to work my way around this area. I'm not targeting any sort of specific spot. I'm just literally going to find the ground and fish it. So that's the plan. I'm not too sure how long I'll be here. We've got plenty of time. The tide's still going down, so we'll just see how it goes. Right, I've had about 6 casts and I've just seen a really nice sized bass follow this lure in right behind it. I'm going to put the plastic on. It's so calm, like so calm, so I don't know if they're going to be put off by that massive top water, but I could have sworn I saw like a really small fish follow the lure in over the weed, and then on the next cast I literally just saw this bass cruising through the weed like that, following the lure. So let's try this. This is a 42 gram Western Sandy Andy. Well, at least it's a good sign to see a fish. It's so calm. I wasn't really expecting it to be this calm. But if I don't have any joy here, I may have to go and find a patch of tide somewhere. There's a bit of current and a bit of rip in the water. Really shallow close in here. I've got to keep that rod tip held high with a big heavy lure like this. I'm into a fish here, but I don't know what it is. Could be a wrasse. What is it? Oh, it is a little bass. Just a small one. Let's see if we can lift him up. There we go. Let's put him on this wet weed here. God, he's a tiny one. Look at that. Just a small bass there, but we haven't blanked. So just a little miniature bass there. Surprising that it takes a lure that size, but good to see. Let's get him back. Right, I can't get down there, so just gonna cradle him by the stomach. And he darts straight off. So I've been moving around and having no joy whatsoever. I only saw that bass follow the lure earlier, so I started heading back, and as I've come back I've just been having a few casts in a few different places. Thought it'd be worth a go here, but we want a bass at least 10 times the size of that one. I'm back on with the Sandy Andy as well, just a bit more subtle. It's too calm for those really big surface lures. I did try the Samson Enticer before, and it still blows my mind of the distance you can get on that thing, on this rod. It's unbelievable. You need a lot of line on your reel, because if you hook a bass that far out, it's going to take you for a ride, that's for sure. Welcome back. Now it is Monday. It's the last day of the competition. Now I'm working today, and I've just asked my boss if I can go out for 2 hours. So I've driven down the coast. It's pure blue sky today, crystal clear, absolutely boiling. There's 25 degrees. However, the wind is howling from the east. It's blowing at about 17-18 mile an hour at the moment. I've come down to a mark where I'm about to cross a causeway, but I can't get over it yet. Now it's one last shot to find a fish to weigh in for the competition. I'll talk to you more about that later on, what I've been up to. I've really not filmed too much of it whatsoever. I've had a few sessions out now, and I went out with a friend of mine, Gavin, the other night. He had a few bass. I didn't catch anything. He had one which was a 53, I think, so he's entered that because we're doing the pairs together. And he had a couple of smaller ones as well. Now I did pop out after work last night, and on the 3rd or 4th cast I had a tiny bass. It was literally about 10-12 inches long. I chucked a bait out as well. That was on a lure. I had that fish. I chucked a bait out as well, didn't have a sniff, and I ended up packing up at about 9:30. I was so tired. So I've come out today just for one last shot. I've got the Samson long cast with me today because, trust me, that wind's howling. It's going to be whipping straight across me. So I actually prefer it sometimes when you're casting straight into the wind. You can just punch it into the wind. When it's a crosswind, you get so much slack line, and trying to work top water lures or any lure is really, really difficult. Now there's been some really good fish weighed in, or measured in should I say, but I'll show you the tables once the competition ends tonight at 8:30 p.m. I'm not going to go back out after work. I'm just doing this hour and a half, 2 hours, and then that's me done. So my fish that I had, which was 58 centimeters, is off the board now. So we're looking at 62 centimeters and above to even place in the top 5. Pretty unrealistic, but it's worth a go anyway. To be honest with you, I'd just be happy to catch a fish this afternoon. It would make taking a couple hours off work worthwhile, so we'll give it a go. And as I said, I don't know how the hell this video is going to turn out. Like, I haven't even looked at any of the footage yet. Some of it I may blur out because there's one spot which I don't want people to go to. So yeah, if the video's good, I'll put it up. If not, you'll never see this in the light of day. But I reckon I got 10-15 minutes until I can get over to that reef. We'll start fishing and see if we can find a bass today. Well, we got 2 soaked feet, but let's go find a fish. Oh, it's windy. It's very windy. Well, she's certainly howling. Let's see how this goes. I reckon there's going to be a lot of weed in the water. Oh, follow on the first cast. Bugger, I only saw that at the very last second. That's a good sign. There's only a small fish, looked about 1.5 pounds. Oh, there was a hit. These could be really small fish about, just like everywhere else at the moment, it seems. I'm on. Only small, I think. Oh, there's another one chasing it. There's a bass right behind it. Look at that. Can you see them both down there? Oh, the other one's still there, look. Just cruised into that weed. Mental. Only a small fish. Well, there you go, one small bass there, but there was another fish chasing it right in. This one's got a bit of a battle wound on it. So there's that 42 gram Western Sandy Andy and a little bass. Now I've got the measure out, but seeing this fish in my hand now, there's definitely no need of measuring it. But nice to see. Now I've said this in a few of the last sessions I've had recently, but I wouldn't really be fishing here if it wasn't for having this much heavier rod. You can cast against the wind, no problem. It just makes such a difference. And obviously if you were to hook a bigger fish, you're always confident you're going to get it in okay, providing it doesn't split the hook or anything. The rod's going to handle it. Another thing is, on sunny bright days like this, a nice bright lure really works. It's really effective, either bright white or chartreuse or anything like that, like a lemonback. They're really great. That's not to say that dark lures don't work either, but whenever it's light conditions, middle of the day and sunny, I always opt for a bright lure. It's so bloody windy. Bit of a nightmare. I've just moved spot because there was nothing else happening there. Because I'm strapped for time, I'm just gonna roam around for an hour, cast in loads of different places and see if we can find one. I've got a few marks around here which I fish, but one of them I can't get to at the moment, and I don't think I'll be able to get to it while I'm here. It's a low tide mark, and I'm not even sure if the tide will go low enough today for it. I've just come to a new spot. You can probably hear the wind howling. You'll be able to see the lure getting blown. First cast, just had a really big swell behind the lure. I'm on the top water. I'm literally casting over that rock in front of me because it's blowing. And then the wind takes it, and then I can just about get an action if I stand this way. Oh, another swell. Come on. There's fish right there. A lot of the sessions I've had lately, I don't even know if you can hear me on camera, but a lot of the sessions I've had lately, the bass have been pretty reluctant when it's come to the surface lures. There's fish everywhere. They're coming up, bang, but completely missing. I don't know why. They look like proper committed hits, but they're like a foot off the lure. I'm gonna try and work it a bit slower. I'm getting big swells literally every time. And the wind is friggin' howling. It's so difficult to fish in. I'm going to try this 45 gram shad, work it under the surface. On with the Sandy Andy. If we're going to hook any, it'll be on this. Just intrigued to see the size of them. If they're small or decent size. The first swirl I had looked like a decent fish, but could have just been a small fish coming up and really going for it. They must have moved on, because how the hell do you get swirls on every cast and then nothing? Come on. I've got 15 minutes until I need to leave. Just be nice to see another fish. Right then, that's me done. I admit defeat. Been beaten once again by the fish. Now, I was getting so many swells there, but I really need to go now. I've got a long walk back to my car and I need to get back to work. So yeah, that's my last session of this Gbass festival. It's been an absolute blast, had a lot of fun. Very, very tired. But yeah, I'll fill you in a bit more details at the end of this video. Right now I've got to head back to work, so I'll see you in the next bit of the video. So that brings an end to the Gbass festival this weekend. It's been a lot of fun fishing in the competition. Now looking back on the footage, I've just been going through it and editing through some clips. It doesn't really look like I've done that much fishing, but I did a lot of it off camera as well. As I said, I went out with Gavin one evening and we ended up hitting quite a few marks that night. But it was so quiet. I mean, the conditions, it was a bright full moon, it was flat calm. It really wasn't the greatest conditions, but it was a really nice night to be out and just enjoy the weather. And even being stood on the rocks at 1:30 in the morning, casting lures under the moonlight, it's you can't beat it. Now, the winning fish in the end was a 70 centimetre, which was caught from the shore, and then the boat section was a 62 centimetre. So I'll put the table up here, the finished table, which just went out today. So congratulations to everyone who took part and who finished on the scoreboards, and obviously who won the competition. If you're a local angler over here in Guernsey and you're interested in joining the Gbass group, then head over to their website and it's got all the details on there. There's also the presentation evening this Friday, which I think is the 8th of September, which is down at the Vale Rec Club from 7 PM. So feel free to go along for that and have a beer and talk bass fishing, basically. So yeah, thanks very much for watching this video. As I said, it's been a lot of fun being out. It's been nice to actually get out and go fishing as well, because I hadn't done much over the last couple of weeks. So yeah, I had a great time and I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've done my best with the editing, so we'll see how it turns out. So once again, thanks very much. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you on the next one.